A city of 7 lives. Imagine a city that lived not once, not twice, but 7 distinct lives across 9,000 years. A city that was founded by a mythical prince following a prophecy, burned by a madman seeking fame, destroyed by earthquakes, rebuilt by emperors, and finally abandoned. Not because its people gave up, but because the very earth beneath it shifted away. This is Ephesus. Not just ruins, not just marble columns and broken statues. This is a story of survival, of transformation, and the haunting beauty of a place that once held the world in its hands. Today, we are walking those marble streets. We are sitting in the world's largest ancient theatre. We are standing where the Virgin Mary may have walked, where St. Paul preached, where philosophers debated the nature of existence. And we are asking, what made Ephesus the jewel of the ancient world? And why did it vanish? The beginning, before Greece, before Rome. Let's start with a fact that surprises most visitors. When you walk through Ephesus today, you're not walking through the first city, or even the second. Archaeologists have discovered settlements here dating back to 6000 BCE. That's 8,000 years before you were born. On Çukur-i-Çiğ, they found obsidian tools, polished ceramics, and evidence of a thriving community. But the city's recorded history begins with the Hittites. In the 2nd millennium BCE, this was Apasa, the capital of the kingdom of Arzava. The name Apasasa would later evolve into Ephesus. So when you hear Ephesus, you're hearing echoes of a Bronze Age kingdom, a kingdom that rivaled the Hittites themselves. Then came the Greeks. The legend: fish, boar, and the prince. Around 1050 BCE, Ionian Greeks crossed the Aegean, fleeing wars, seeking new lands, and here legend meets history. The story goes like this. Androclos, son of the king of Athens, travels to Delphi. He asks the oracle, "Where should I build my city?" And the answer, "A fish will show the way, and a boar will lead you." A prophecy that makes no sense. Until one evening, his men are cooking fish over a fire. Suddenly, a fish leaps from the pan, sparks fly into the bushes, and out of the flames, a wild boar bursts forward. Androclos chases it, kills it, and says, "Here, this is where we build." Fish, fire, boar. That moment is carved into the city itself. But there is another legend, older, deeper. Some say Ephesus was founded not by a prince, but by Amazon queens, warrior women of Anatolia. Maybe myth, maybe memory, but one thing is clear: Ephesus was always a city of powerful women, from Artemis to the Virgin Mary. The wonder of the world, the Temple of Artemis today. If you visit Ephesus and look for the Temple of Artemis, you'll find almost nothing. A single lonely column. But close your eyes. Imagine something. 4 times larger than the Parthenon. 127 columns, each 18 meters tall, all made of marble. This was the Temple of Artemis, one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. Built with the wealth of King Croesus, destroyed by a man named Herostratus. Why? Not for power, not for revenge, for fame. He burned it to be remembered forever, and it worked. Legend says the temple burned the same night Alexander the Great was born. Coincidence or destiny? Alexander later offered to rebuild it, but the people refused. Why? He asked. Their answer? One God cannot build a temple to another. Even Alexander was impressed. The temple rose again, greater than before, a place of pilgrimage, a place of power, a place of belief. And today, just one column, standing against time. Lysimachus, the general who moved a city. After Alexander died, his empire shattered, and one man made a radical decision. Lysimachus. He looked at Ephesus and said, "This city is dying." The harbor was filling with silt. Disease was spreading. So what did he do? He moved the entire city. But the people refused, so he forced them. During a storm, he blocked the sewage system. The city flooded. Homes became unlivable. And the people had no choice but to leave. Ruthless? Yes. Effective? Absolutely. That new city is the one you walk through today. The Roman Golden Age, capital of Asia. Then came Rome, and Ephesus exploded. At its peak, over 200,000 people lived here, one of the largest cities in the empire. A city of marble streets, running water, public toilets, and lights in the night. Luxury beyond imagination. The Library of Celsus. This is the icon, the face of Ephesus. Built in 117 CE, a library and a tomb. 12,000 scrolls stored inside, and 4 statues watching over it. Wisdom, virtue, intelligence, knowledge. Walk toward it and feel it. This isn't just architecture, it's a statement. Knowledge is power. The terrace houses. Behind the city, hidden, were the homes of the elite. Heated floors, mosaics, wall paintings. Luxury 2,000 years ago, frozen in time. The Great Theatre. 25,000 people, one voice reaching the top. This was more than entertainment. It was power, it was politics, it was belief. And here St. Paul preached, a message that shook the city and nearly started a riot. The Christians, saints, councils, and pilgrimage. Ephesus became sacred. St. Paul lived here, St. John came here, and the Virgin Mary may have lived here. On a quiet hill, a small stone house, visited by pilgrims, even today. Then came a defining moment. Year 431, CEA Council gathers and declares Mary is the Mother of God, a transformation of belief itself. Decline. The city the earth swallowed. So what happened? 3 things. The harbor vanished. Earthquakes destroyed it. Power moved elsewhere. Nature, time, and change took everything. And slowly, Ephesus was abandoned. Centuries passed. The city slept. Until 1863, a man starts digging, searching for a legend, and finds it. Ephesus rises again from the earth. We've walked 9,000 years, seen kings, gods, empires, and faiths. Ephesus is not just ruins, it's a lesson, a warning, a memory, and a question for all of us. What will remain of our world? Stand there on those marble streets in the silence after 25,000 voices and you'll feel it. The past is never truly gone. It waits. And maybe, just maybe, that's enough. Thanks for being here. If you liked the video, hit that like button and subscribe for more. It really helps the channel and I appreciate it.